How's it going? This is the official first YouTube video of 2024 of Don't Panic. And I made some changes. I used to stretch out my screen to fit the aspect ratio of like a flat screen would be. And it just looks very grainy. And this may still look very grainy because of the lighting that I'm in. But I just shortened it. I'm not going to let that bother me. It's too much to think about. So this is what I'm going to do. I set my microphone like 30 different ways throughout this YouTube journey to find the right sound. And it's never going to be a condenser mic. This is a digital Blue Yeti X. It sounds nice, but it doesn't sound as nice as I would like it to. But I'm just going to accept how it sounds. I just set it and never changing the settings again. Now, I made an announcement on TikTok that I was leaving, and I went into that a little bit, but just to go a bit deeper, it's just I don't want to be this famous person. I don't want to be like known all over the world. I kind of just want my own corner of the internet. And so I've adopted a lot of different communities that I'm involved in and have discussions with those people and network with those people to kind of like go into different topics. There will be times I will be in discussions about very harsh things. And, when having discussions, I don't want anyone to think like when I have these discussions, like these are my thoughts on something. Like if it's like very controversial, it may not be my thoughts. It may be my way of trying to navigate the thought itself. So be on the lookout for that when that time comes. And I'll always do a clarifying video after I do a debate or a discussion with a group of people and kind of explain like exactly what I meant when I said what I said, right? And when reacting to content, like say it's like this hugely talked about thing, like, and it's like a behavioral study, like on like, oh, why would that person do that? When I review those things, I'm gonna block out the person's face and not give out any information of who they are because I'm not about cancel culture. Yeah, that one person did that thing, but there's many people who do that thing and they're just never on camera. I think people try to funnel their anger to a certain behavior onto one person, and they just think that person is that behavior. And it just drives a lot of hateful rhetoric and harassment, and that's not what I want to be. I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to have discussions and share my thoughts on things. But it's also not just going to be serious all the time. I am allowing myself to have fun because I'm allowed to have fun. I'm going to play video games with my brothers, do podcast episodes of the 5150 podcast with my father. I don't know if I said father twice, but I'm not going to check. My mind's all over the place. Yeah, just a lot of good things happening. I'm getting married this year. I'm really excited for that. And just spending time with family. I'll be 31 this year, and I never thought I'd be here, man. A long time ago, once upon a time, I tried to sing myself a whiskey lullaby, and I probably wouldn't be here right now if I would have went like if I did any more drinking. I think I wouldn't be here. Um, I'm just really grateful to be here. I've been through a lot. I've been through things that I thought if this were to ever happen to me, I'd die. I would just cease to exist. And a lot of those things happened. And I may talk about some specific ones that I keep private to myself, but I'll probably talk about those one day and see how that goes. But no, I'm really, truly grateful for how my life is. Um, Don't Panic was started at the start of the pandemic, and it was just there's episodes that are not even on YouTube. They're on Facebook. If they're on YouTube, they're private. I That's a part of my life that I'll maybe review again, but um, and then it evolved into this thing where I was helping men out, and pointing out toxic behaviors in women and trying to convince people and like expose the truth. Like, yeah, women can just be as bad as the most terrible men because we're all human. And I feel like I changed a lot of minds with that. Help people get through their divorce, their breakup, you know, and just never sugarcoating anything. I believe sugarcoating, they pay attention. They pay attention to the sugar. They don't pay attention to the truth. Uh, so I was always blunt, and yeah, it got me in some hot water. But at the same time, like I knew what I was saying was right, and knowing that I could be wrong, always open to being wrong, and I think that's what helped. I think that's what helped. Being strong in my convictions, but knowing that don't die on the hill. You know, if someone shows you a different path, you can take that different path. Um, I'm just truly grateful for how everything has turned out, and I've been through a lot of terrible things, and that a lot of people don't bounce back from. So I feel very fortunate, and it's happened multiple times, and I've bounced back from it. Sometimes I forget those problems even exist, and it's wonderful when those days happen. But even when I do acknowledge the problems that I've had in my life, I look back. I'm like, well, you made it through. If you can make it through that, you can make it through this, and whatever else comes around, you can make it through. Um, so I want to talk about that as well. Like, just share my thoughts on how to get through the worst things, and hopefully that helps some people. And I've mentioned before, I don't want to be like really huge and famous. That brings a lot of problems. I just want my own little corner of the internet, and I'll be popping in different places. Some places you may never see, but some places you might, and be surprised that you see me there. I'm networking with people, getting things rolling, and you'll be seeing me soon. But yeah, just me talking about how I feel. That's it, and also having fun with my family, so I can have a an open archive of how wonderful my family was and is and always will be. Um, so yeah, that's it, and that's Don't Panic. Love you guys.